Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Quick Tips. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and this week we're going to be talking about tracking for success. Whether your goal is to look better, feel better, or perform better, diet is going to be absolutely crucial. And one of the problems, particularly with people who have always struggled with either their weight or achieving a specific goal, is failure to track because a lot of times people do not realize just how much food they are putting into their bodies. So when it comes to tracking, you don't need to be super specific. If you are somebody who has always struggled with weight and it's been very, very difficult for you to track, you could be a little bit more broad in general. And if you can tackle it, then you can get a little bit more specific. But bare minimum, what you would want to do is track what time of day you are eating, what exactly you are eating, and give a rough estimate of how much exactly you are eating. If you are the type of person where you don't like to measure out your food, you don't need to get specific in terms of how many grams you're eating. If it doesn't bother you, then go ahead, go for it. But you could also use serving sizes as with regard to your hands. So with regard to your protein servings, you could use your hand as a reference point. So something like a palm size serving. With regard to your fats, you could use your thumb as a reference point. With regard to your vegetables, you could use a closed fist as your reference point. And then if you are somebody where you're not really sure and you can't really gauge it by the size of your hands, then another thing that you could do is just take pictures of every single meal that you eat and then put that with the corresponding date and time of the actual meal that you are eating. This is going to be terrific because a lot of times people are going to underestimate just how much they are consuming. So if you have a visual representation of exactly how much you're eating, it's going to make it that more beneficial. So once again, you want to track what time of day are you eating, what is the exact meal that you are eating, and also how much of it are you eating. And then aside from that, another thing that often gets overlooked is going to be things like condiments, sauces, and also anything that is put on top of the food or inside of your actual drinks. A lot of people, they will track the food correctly. However, when it comes to sauces that they put on the food, or if they are putting things like sugar, cream, anything like that in their drinks, that often gets overlooked. So aside from tracking the actual food itself, you also want to track what exactly is going onto your food and what exactly is going into your beverages. But go ahead, give that a try. And then in a couple days, we're going to be talking about tracking your workouts for success.